Is dating men even worth it anymore? Based on my own experience, the posts I see on Reddit, and stories I hear from friends in real life, I am starting to think that dating men is not worth it anymore. If they don't cheat on you or replace you with porn, you will be lucky if they have a basic level of emotional intelligence, contribute equally to housework, the mental load, or put effort into showing you they care about you. Finding a man who can do all of these things just seems so unlikely to me at this point. Am I just bitter from spending too much time on the internet? Or are men just not worth dating anymore? Only you can decide if it's worth the effort. If not, just don't do it. At some point in your life, you have to own the choices you make and ignore those that judge you for it. I don't know where you reside, but in the US, I think the romantic idea of the happily ever after couple of all types, including same sex, is vastly oversold. Choose what is right for you and get on with life. No one is forcing you to date, are they? Take a break from dating for a while. Get some more friends. Pick up new hobbies. Either you'll like being single more, or you won't, but at least you'll know. I am very lucky to have a boyfriend who is the most wonderful man in the world. I had to kiss a lot of frogs before I got here. If you want to find your person, it's worth it. I often feel the same way. I think you just need to maintain those standards that you have for yourself. Tell yourself, I won't put up with anybody who isn't trustworthy, lacks emotional intelligence, and doesn't contribute to the housework mental load. The second a potential partner displays any of these things, then it's time to move on. Eventually, somebody is going to come around and be the right fit for you. They do exist. No, stay away. I think there needs to be a certification process. You know, you have to have a license to drive or cut hair or be a doctor. Why not a certification process where guys prove that they can clean an apartment, take care of a child, cook? Honestly, someone should start such a certification program, and there should be certified men. I mean, it can't capture everything, but guys who went through the program and passed surely would be much more likely to make good partners, just the fact that they were willing to go through that and get certified. The nice men I've met, the men who can communicate well, are intelligent, sweet, caring, good in bed, and overall check most of my boxes, are all in favor of or are in open relationships. So I honestly don't know anymore. It's almost like the guys know they're good with how they interact with women, that they just need more and more of us. It's very frustrating, to say the least. Statistically, historically, anecdotally, no. It's really hard to find a decent partner now. It's best to hold every potential partner to your standards and maintain those boundaries. Drop them at the first red flag, because overlooking them is how you end up in the same position as those Reddit posters. Anymore? When were men ever worth the trouble and burdens they cause women and children? If you think it was better dating for women in the past when laws stated we were property, it wasn't. You're not alone. 60% of millennial women have no interest in dating. I've come to the conclusion that, while gender-based stereotypes certainly don't apply to everyone, men generally tend to view love as transactional, while women tend to view it as unconditional. Men's attraction is mainly based on their partner's appearance, and they are at the mercy of what makes their penis hard, which makes them fickle, while women tend to be attracted based on emotional connection. I can't be happy in a relationship where I feel my partner's love is conditional on what I look like. Nah, it's not. Go make Skrilla and enjoy your life. Not really, no. In almost all cases, nowadays? Nope. I've been single since my last LTR ended 2.5 years ago. I don't want to get old alone, and I really would like a good physical relationship again. But I keep putting off going old again. I think it's knowing all the abuse and gross men saying gross things. My son told me off recently. He said I'm choosing to be alone by not seeing what's out there. Maybe. If only we weren't bombarded every day by how awful men can be. This will rankle the nice guys out there. So prepare yourselves for a bunch of angry not all men replies. Until I figured it out. The guy universally known as the nicest guy in my co-ed sports group kept making the organizer pair us. He would have cheated on his wife in a second. We are both married. My experience has been that even the ones I think are decent really are just covert about their shortcomings. Nope. Not worth it at all. Men on the internet are not worth dating. In my experience anyway. I think it'd be easier to pair up with women and raise kids together using sperm donors, TBH. You're spending too much time on the internet. I am pansexual and would date only women if I wasn't married to my husband by now. This is everything I've been thinking. Thanks for putting it all into words. I'm about your same age and in the same exact mindset as you. I think I'm done dating and just going to stay single. I think I'm a pretty good catch. But looking around, I don't blame a single woman who doesn't want anything to do with men anymore. Too many fucking assholes. Sometimes it's good to take a break from the internet, or certain subreddits. When they focus on a lot of negativity, it can definitely make one a little bitter. I don't think so. Nothing but disappointment and heartbreak. In my opinion, you've got better chances of winning the lottery. Tears of joy. Sorry, that's a really bad joke. But on a serious note, it is really hard to come across men like that. Coming from someone that won the dude lottery recently. Nope, nope, nope. It's not worth it for me. I stay away from them completely and every aspect of my life improved. I like the feminine men. No, it's not. I'm lucky to be bisexual. I've decided to date only women and I'm so much happier now. I don't worry about social gender roles and most women I've met are so much more emotionally intelligent than all of the men in my life. I would just focus on yourself. Make yourself happy and enjoy life as you want it. Don't let no one talk you down. Don't let others' people problems bring you down. Just focus on making yourself happy and putting your mental health in better place. If you and your partner, or soulmate or lover comes to your life naturally, then that's great, but if not, then don't let it get to you. Just keep thinking positive and moving yourself forward in life. No. Pick up hobbies that don't revolve around alcohol. If people are helping each other maintain a healthy, active lifestyle, then they're more likely to apply that to other areas of their life. How many runners do you know? Bike riders? A local sports league? Snorkelers? Honestly, I don't think so. Women have achieved so much in recent years and it seems like men are getting increasingly frustrated with our success. I find it very hard to find men with empathy who support marginalized groups and believe in liberal values like I do. I am going to start trying to date women and see if that works out. It has been a lot more enjoyable for most of my friends. I would say it really depends on the dating pool you're re-picking from. Most of our circle of friends are girls who oddly enough are also dating shitty men. We wonder about that a lot. We have great men friends, but it seems that they also struggle to meet women. We tried to introduce our friends, but matching nowadays is difficult cause everyone wants the perfect match. You're on Reddit first of all. This isn't the real world, and the type of people who post here tend to not be your normal person. People are much more likely to post when something is going on and not when they're happy. Also, it's never been worth it to date trash people. Go for only quality and your life will change significantly.